Ooh, should talk to you. And leave. Let's find my own checkbow. Ooh, Hunter Scholar. Ooh, nice outfit. Bloody Mary, Hellscaw, and the Garlock. Okay, Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary is oft cited as an example of an unstoppable force, queer and gluttony meeting an immovable object. Material love. Such characterization will not pass muster beyond the confines of a wine sink, however, and is known to provoke dissent even in those establishments. But while Bloody Mary is indeed an Akabu whose eggs suffered queer and predation, nesting hens, as a rule, do not spear a failed egg thief a score and a half times with their beaks, then proceed to bathe in their victim's blood. So it's basically a very aggressive bird. Hellscaw. So erratic yet bloody a swat has this piece of magic tech cut across the region that it is suspected of being sadly afflicted in some way. So much for the infallibility of Garlean tech, technology, hard to be afraid of a wheel that needs truing, I know, but be careful the same. The Garlock. A monster long set to dwell in the eternal twilight of the cavern. The Garlock was but an idle tale for generations of Bloodshore's children. However, one child was ill content to be idle, and his name was Gagaruju, the master of Costa Del Sol. At his command, the party entered the cavern in search of the Garlock. Well, you get the idea. They found the beast slumbering sheltered from the rain, and woke the damn thing up. Suffice to say, it's more than a might denied at being roused so rudely. I won't be ever covering those unless I do end up joining a group of people and we decide to go after it. Pardon? You wish to slay the Lord of Crags? We must slay him, Captain. The people of Limsa are depending upon us. You fancy yourselves heroes, then, just like in the tales? Be not so quickly to judge. Long have I labored for the well-being of you and yours, and my associate here has bathed in Ifrit's hellfire, and lived. He is blessed with a power that protects him from primal influence, thus was able to lay low the Lord of the Inferno. We know full well the risks, and have taken every possible precaution. We lack only the knowledge of how to enter the Titan's lair. Pray be so good to grant us the boon of your wisdom, and we shall be on our way. A man who can't be tempered, useful, but it will not be enough. It is true that the company of heroes fought and fell primals, but each victory was brought with the lifeblood of brave men and women. And the Titan was the worst we faced. Aye, we defeated him in the end, but he took from us some of our very best. Even if you possess the power you claim, I've no reason to believe you will succeed. Believe what you will, we mean to try. Though our lives be forfeit, we will not abandon Limsa to the wrath of Titan. You are passionate, I'll grant you that, and you deserved better than the greeting I gave you. But I will not send you into Gamoro on a whim. To be plain, I do not wish to see you give your lives in vain. At the very least, I must have assurances that you're more than common adventurers. I oversee security for Master Gagaru's estates. Perhaps you can demonstrate your abilities by attending to one of our... Ye gods, man, have you heard nothing I said? We have not the time to perform trivial tasks. The enemy is at the gates. Do you imagine words can sway me, girl? If you dislike my conditions, then you're welcome to find your own way into Gamoro. Well, you can help me out with some this time. Though it pains me to admit it, we have no choice but to acquiesce to the man's demands. Yet much remains to be done if we're to best Titan. Forgive me, but I must ask you to undertake this task alone. I'll use the time to see to the remaining preparations. Leaving the dirty work to others, are we? Very well. Pray do whatever the good captain bids, however trifling. Remember, the fate of Minsa hangs in the balance. And I got paid to be talked at. Brilliant! Ah, if only all quests were like that. Then I could just keep reading and it'll be beautiful. Wesicat will first like to verify that you're not a complete fraud. Understandable. Master Gegarujus, it's an awkward name. Requests can be more demanding than you realize. Before I can set you to your true task, I would like to verify this won't be a complete waste of my time. And Nyx has recently been seen prowling the beasts to the east. As you can imagine, my master does not want large, slimy creatures anywhere near his lands. The beast is cunning, but you should have no difficulty luring out with herring. Slay the Nyx and return to me. And don't forget to bring me a leg as proof of the kill. Alright. Seriously? I hate this game sometimes. Oh, what? I think we just can't go into that water. Considering there's a bit of a blockade set up there, it's seeming right. You know, unless Nyx is, actually, yeah, you have to lure it out first. When used as bait, a fish this size is sure to attract even the largest of beasts. I was just going to say, they could just pelt rocks at it and eventually die. Oh, I'm really thinking of Dark Chronicles right now. I'm wait for the Nyx. Just really thinking of Dark Chronicles. And, ooh, ripples in the water catch your eye. Okay, an inflated Nyx is just a giant angry toad. Yeah, I'm just really thinking of Dark Chronicles. And of course, if I was to play Dark Chronicles, I would also do, Dark Cloud 1. Well, Dark Cloud. Control 1. Okay, move. Piercing Talent. Piercing Talent. Yeah, I can see why I wouldn't want one of these near his estate. You could probably eat a person whole. Alright, on the move. And while we're moving, let's have a look at the leg. Almost as large as an owl goat leg, but several times leaner. I would imagine, well, I'm thinking of a goat right now, but who knows how bloody big an owl goat is. I'm very concerned about the wildlife in this place. It's very bizarre. It's very concerning. Well, did you deal with the Nyx? At least you take me overcautious for testing you this way. You should know that we've had an incident not long ago. A foolish young employee was dismissed for lying about his past. He claimed to have served in the company of heroes, but I knew for a fact he did not. Anyway, now that the pointless busy work is finished, I shall give you a challenge that befits your talents. Wesicat has an important mission for you. A modest proposal. Two highly distinguished individuals are scheduled to visit Costa Del Sol in the near future. Master Gegaru wishes to welcome them with an elaborate banquet. But while money is no object, not everything Master Gegaru desires can be so easily purchased. It is an extremely exotic feast, and so Dromkren, your mission is to seek out and obtain the rare ingredients our chef requires. It will be a long and arduous journey, but you need not toil alone. Many of the mercenaries who once served under my command still live. They'll guide you in your quest. For the first ingredient, I require you to travel to the South Shroud and speak with Nald'thal at the Camp Tranquil. What? Did you mean to tell me you can't afford to waste your time, as your associate did? Venture, if you have not the endurance to complete this mission, how do you expect me to believe you can outlast the Lord of Crags? Either do it or don't. I have work to do. And I appear to have your work to do. Alright then, at least I'm getting some XP. Maybe I will get to secure him after. Though I do wonder, how did they avoid being tempered by the Primal? You know? Do they have the same spark we do? I doubt it. Kinda doubt it. Okay, let's mount up and try and find out where the heck we have to go. Okay, if I go south and out of here, and through Miqo'te, which I know is monster infested, but are these higher level all of a sudden? Honestly, I swear they're higher level. Or am I thinking? No, I'm not thinking of different parts. Swear they are higher level. Well, we'll do the risky, stupid thing and run right through here. Let's just hope our Chocobo's enough to keep us ahead of them. Christ. You really want to be careful of here. Very, very careful. Just there's enemies that are nearly 10 levels higher than me. I feel like I'm under leveled for these, even though I'm at level with the quest. Okay, some stroppers. Good to know. And can I be honest? That design on the turtle shell is actually really unnerving to look at. The adamantite shell, it's actually really unnerving to look at from a distance. I know, it's just like you know, if you see like a ton of holes on someone's skin or whatnot, it's I don't have that phobia. It's more of an unnerving kind of thing, you know, rather than a fear or some such. Okay, Chocobo keep. There we go. And let's talk. What's this? This is the quest. This is companion quest. Though Seth appears to have caught the scent of something. Sniff, sniff. The unmistakable smell of Chocobo clings to you, adventurer. Would it be correct in assuming that you have your own trusty steed? I thought so. Now tell me, is your bird battle trained? If not, you might be considered seeking the advice of a cot over at Bent Branch Meadows. The Ishgardian native is something of a prodigy in all matters concerning our fine feathered friends. He should be able to help you attain greater affinity with your bird. So now I'm on the quest to get a companion. Basically, I use Glacial Green, I can summon my Chocobo, and it can fight with me. And I can have it as a healer, tank, or damage dealer. I'll probably prefer it as a healer. Do you require assistance, adventurer? So this is the one who would challenge Titan. I've been expecting you to drop, Koran. The ingredient you seek is the egg of a giant adamantite. The method of acquisition should be obvious. You steal it from the beast's nest, of course. Simple in theory, but difficult in execution. Most who try die in the attempt. Will I help you get it? Ha, you amuse me. I will not jeopardize my position by openly assisting you. From me, you will only receive information. What you do with it is your choice. Your position. Moshraka needs the favor of an adventurer. The goodwill of a maid so proficient with polearms is surely worth having. We'll always have Ul'dah. I heard Captain Lando regaling you with the many tales of his youth. Much has he seen and known, having journeyed throughout Erosa with naught but his wits. I'm a child of the 12 woods, a warrior true and true. Never have I cast a shadow that was not forged by a sun that scorches atop the great elm at dawn. Yet travel I would, if only in mind. They say an olden trader is nearby to the south. Would you find me a thing that from that city strange and great? I have duties, or else I would go. You will not find me ungrateful. Landau needs to explain a few things to you. And I'm now 31, so I can upgrade my lance. Let me be clear. This business between you, me, and the captain must remain a secret. She is a bit awkward about being here. See, I don't regret my time spent with the company the slightest, traveling the world, meeting interesting people, killing them. It was all jolly good fun. Alas, Gardenians are, by and large, an unforgiving lot. Death being a rare exception. I've had to go to great lengths to ensure I'm seen as a model citizen with no taste for drinking, whoring, gambling, and all those activities I so dearly miss. So understand that if you ruin my little charade by wagging your tongue, I'll fashion a noose with your entrails and hang you from the nearest heaven's pillar. Now then, where were we? Can I drown him? Now then, where were we? Ah yes, the egg. First thing you must do is deal with the sentries patrolling the adamantized breeding grounds. Poaching is illegal in Gardenia, in case you were unaware. A shame we've so few whalers to spare, especially with brownie brushes almost in season. Matron for friend if Eleric flies claim the crop before we receive additional sentries. Aye, we'll also need barrels of sting brew to weaken and ward off the pests. But if any Dvalken were found near the shrooms before we take preventative measures, we will be forced to shift our patrols immediately. You will of course notify me if you encounter any agaric flies in the vicinity of the lower paths, yes? This is awkward. Just considering, you know, we at least at one stage were a representative of Ul'dah. You know, we tried to bring the three groups together again and all that, and now we're poaching. Bit awkward. I'll grab your quest. Whether or not I'll do it is another thing completely. Florent needs a capable adventurer to locate his lost goods. Hail, adventurer! You come at an opportune time. My botanist's hatchet serves its own purpose well enough, but I would hesitate to use it on anything that bites back. I would guess your skill at arms is more apropos for this situation. I was crossing the bridge behind me when I got to thinking of all I've seen since Campti. What boggles the mind wobbles the body. Before I knew it, I was nearly on my face, and the lumber in my arms was scattered all over the bridge. Some of it must have fallen over the side. Now, I'm not so green as to go vaulting under the bridge when I know perfectly well of the fiends below, but an adventurer should have little and less to fear. Will you go in my stead to retrieve the wood? Also, while I'm here, I will touch the Aetheryte. These turn up in a fair few of the different stories. I know remember the Star Wars one, as some people jokingly call it. The Aetheryte and whatnot was in that. I think maybe it had a slightly different name, but whatever. Sting Brew. Remember, we actually helped in the production of that before. Oh, nice little callback. Midland Condor. Oh, recommend the gear. What? Didn't I choose the, of course. Now we auto-select? Yes. Beautiful. And reassign gear. Beautiful. Alright. Should really beat up those condors. And actually, hunting log. Is there one for lancers? For dragoons? No, it seems only for the base classes. Which is fine. It makes sense, really. Because if you level up to base class, you level up to main class, kind of thing, you know? So, it makes sense. Jump! Awesome. That is cool. If only the paladins in this game weren't a tank-only class, I would be more interested in playing as them. I have to kill 4 of these. That's fine.